Hello, white people. My son doesn't know that my mom is sick. My son is 28 years old, and he lives an hour south of us. And he's been up here a few times since my mom got her diagnosis, and nobody told him. And so here I am in Washington State, and I don't even want to be here, but I want to tell him. So I called him up yesterday, or no, I guess today, because it's almost tomorrow. But I called him up in the morning, and I told him, I said, I need to come over. I need to talk to you about something serious. And he's asking me all these questions, trying to figure out what it is. And I said, I'm not going to tell you. I am not telling you over the phone. It's pretty serious, and I need to come over and I need to tell you about it. And then he says, are you dying? I said, no, I'm not dying, but I need to come over. And he said, well, I'm not dressed yet, and I got to get my house put back in order because I got company coming. And so I said, okay, well, call me and I'll come over. And so he never called me. I'm not sure what the deal is. Maybe he doesn't take me seriously, or he just wants to brace himself a little better. I mean, who really wants to get bad news? But I'm just not quite sure what to do. But I'm concerned because he's real close to my mom, and I know that he's going to fall apart, and I don't want him to be able to, or have to drive anywhere, because he'll crash his car. That's so frustrating, but maybe tomorrow's a new day. I will try to hook up with him so that I can tell him. And then I asked my mom who the power of attorney was, because she keeps wanting to get all these things done. They're going to do a lung biopsy. I'm like, you don't need to do the lung biopsy because they already biopsied your leg. They should know what kind of cancer you have by now. And the doctor said, no, we don't know. There wasn't, can you believe this? There wasn't enough tissue sample. Okay, so how in the world were you diagnosing her with lung cancer? Oh, shit, what the hell? Somebody's like right on my tail. God, these people. I'm just going the speed limit. Anyway, where's I at? Loser. This is a 2-lane road, and he's right on my tail, and I'm doing the speed limit. What a loser. Anyway, so I told you my mom got the stab, and she's having pressure in her head, and she taken Tylenol for it, and she says that helps, but she's had pressure in her head for the last, few days. I guess she got the stab either the 29th or the 30th of June. God, that just makes me angry. I'm so angry about that. And then she says, I get my second stab on the 22nd. I'm like, great. Okay, who's your power of attorney? Oh, your sister is. I said, why? I said, you put your power of medical attorney as the least healthiest person out of all of us kids. Okay, Mom. You're going to have somebody who's not healthy directing your health care. Anyway, so she's talking about, getting her second stab, and she's having symptoms from the first stab, and, and she had 3 days of radiation to her whole skull, because they said there's more than 30 tumors in her head. You know something? Before she started the radiation, she may have 30 tumors in her head, but she wasn't having any symptoms. She doesn't have, she does now, but she didn't have any difficulty seeing. She didn't have any she kind of had some deficits, but when she started the radiation, now she's just exhausted. She says she can't read anything anymore. Like, oh my God. And then she's talking about getting her second injection. I'm like, why do you need that? Mom, do you know anybody who's had that? And she said, well, I knew one guy. I'm like, Mom, was he sick? Did he have, oh yeah, he had COPD. Okay, so basically you don't know anybody. You don't know a single living soul. We were promised we were going to step over bodies. Did you step over any bodies? No. Well, it's not going to stick in her head because, she watches TV. Oh my gosh. And then all she talks is, she can tell you in detail the program she watched. Can you believe that? I was like, wow, the programming that, of the TV set, manipulation and brainwashing is so sophisticated. My mom, she can't remember stuff. She's, just like day-to-day stuff, but by God, she's going to remember those TV shows and what's happened and the plot. And she's like, it's kind of funny because every single one of these Lifetime shows, there's always, the victim's friend, the bad guy. It's like, oh my God, I don't like TV. I hate watching TV. I don't want to see the Transformers. I don't want to see Transformers. They make me ill. So, anyway, and then on Sunday, which is tomorrow, they want my mom to go in and get a CV19 test. Yep. So she got the CV stab, and now she's got to get the CV nose swab. Okay. Before they'll do the lung biopsy, because they want their money. If there was no government incentive, then we wouldn't be having all these stupid tests. Oh, and then what did I see? I guess maybe I was watching like America Uncovered or Uncensored or whatever, with Chris Chappell. And he was saying that one of the organizations, the WHO or the CDC, said that getting the thing up the nose wasn't necessary. It was just a big waste of money. Because it's starting to come out now that everything was a scam. And I don't know. One of my friends says that when the people who got the stab realize that they didn't need to get the stab, they're going to be freaking out. And from what I understand, from what I can gather, anyway, I'm going off track here. Talk about my mom instead of that stupidness. Okay, so here's my issue. I don't know if my mom's going to have treatments that I don't agree with, because my sister, who's the one who's the most unhealthiest person in our family, is the one who's probably going to be in charge of her health care if anything happens. My sister was saying that we need to get genetic testing because my aunt had lung cancer and my grandmother died of a heart attack. And so we need to go get genetic testing. I said, come on, that's just a money grab. That doesn't do anything. Give me a break. We get old, we get sick, we die. Big freaking deal. I'm not going to go and get some dumb genetic testing. No, thank you. I bet you that these people get talked into doing genetic testing because, like that 23andMe, not enough people got that, and they want to, for some reason, they want everybody's DNA for, I don't know, bioweapons. That's the only thing that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's other reasons, but bioweapons, nothing for good, always for nefarious reasons. All right, and then this cute little face right here. This is my little butt face. That's what I call him. Sometimes I call him the rodent. My little angel. I miss him. I miss everybody in Ohio. God, I hate being out here, but gotta do what you gotta do. So I just don't know what I'm gonna do if my sister or my mom just starts doing shit that I think is wrong, because the CV19 stab, it's not gonna be the cancer that does my mother in. It's gonna be that, and she's already having side effects. But you can't really tell because she's had that radiation to her head 3 times. The challenges. All right, I've been reading Job, from Job in the Bible, and I was talking to somebody about that earlier today. It's just like, she says, I don't know anybody who's as strong as Job was. I try to be strong like Job, and I said, well, I bet you $10 Job was a fictitious character. They just made it up, so we have a role model to try to emulate. All right, wait, people, that's the damage for now. Thank you so much for